Hi, my name is Sophia,
I'm Izzy.
and this is the NFGeeks video challenge video. Dr. Mike posted this video challenge, I think about a year ago, but we wanted to join in, even if it's a little late.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Not that late.
I mean, a year is just like...
It's practically
Yeah.
on time.
I feel like, especially in our dad's time,
He didn't give a due date, so technically it's not late.
it's not like an essay where it's like,
Due at midnight.
oh, so frustrating. No, I think this is good.
We're on time.
We are so on time. First time in our lives. Gosh, our family has like a reputation of being really late for everything, don't we?
I try to be on time to everything.
I think you and Mom are better about that. I feel like Dad and I are just like really
Let's get on to subject.
deep. Okay. What?
I am a ISFP and she is a...
An ENFP.
Okay, we got the first question done. Okay.
Okay.
What's your primary interest in?
This is so nice. Okay. Like everything. Right now, my sister can tell you how interested I am in one thing in particular.
MBTI.
I'm obsessed.
Obsessed. For over a year.
For over a year. Almost 2 years at this point. It's been a while. And then, so I'm really into that. I mean, I'm like I feel like a lot of NFs or just Ns in general are like really into MBTI and are obsessed with typing people, which I do. I type everybody I meet who I sort of get a feel like, if I get a feel like I can act or say or do anything in front of them, I'm probably going to ask them to talk about MBTI with me. I know it comes across as a little creepy, but it's something I'm really interested in. I'm really interested in people, so it's not unexpected, I feel like. So I'm really interested in that. I'm really interested in reading. I like school. I like hanging out with my friends. I like my sister. We get along great. We spend, I think, as much time as we can together.
Can you please not touch me?
But we're so close. You don't want to touch me. Okay, so yeah, we're very close. We're best friends. And yeah, so I'm interested in a lot, but right now, mainly MBTI. What about you? What are you interested in?
I am interested in, well, I don't really ever have like strong impulsive interests that I obsess with something for a long amount of time, except for cats.
Yeah.
I'm the reason why we keep on having 3 cats that I tried for more. Hasn't worked. But I usually get interested into something. I do like I like horror and like supernatural, like Ouija board and witchcraft. I find that stuff really fascinating. Except I also find my art and like I like colors a lot. That's what my personal favorite. I love writing. I always write about a bit darker stuff. Like I have a lot of interest in doing different things. So I'm like one of those jack of all trades. And yeah, I also like biking and stuff. Oh, I like the ocean. I like drawing aquatic creatures, especially jellyfish.
She drew me a picture of a Portuguese man of war when I was in senior year of high school. And
Marine science.
Marine science, yeah. I think I still have it somewhere, but I don't remember where.
You probably don't have it still.
It's in my heart. Okay, it's not very good, is it?
Okay, how do you relate to your temperament? I think this must be how do you relate to your temperament?
Oh, yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
Grammar. What? Someone better check that. Okay.
We got a grammar check on our hands. Okay, so, I mean, right now, I would say I'm, like, pretty stuck between 2 types. So, there are definitely aspects of both that I can relate to, in both NT and NF. Right now, I'm pretty sure I'm an ENFP, and I relate to a lot of the self-actualization aspects of the temperament. Like, I don't feel like completely myself yet, and I feel like I am right now especially like really striving to be the best that I can be like, not change who I am, but, like, be the best version of myself. Sometimes it's hard because, I mean, you, like, look for those, you know, sometimes it's hard to not, like, apply those expectations to other people, but I really don't try to impose it. So that definitely can relate to a lot of aspects of NF in that way. You know, I have morals, and I think I've always held on to values that I really, like, was never very open about until now. I mean, I just told my sister the other day about how I'm kind of one of those people that likes to, like, save other people. Remember how we were talking about that, like, last week?
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't really...
I don't really see it in her because I've always been someone that's more of the, like, proactive and, like, actually get and help people. Just because guess I'm more of a doer in that regard. I'm not... How I describe it, I don't really think as much as I feel and, like, kind of go by my impulses. And that's kind of why I'm a bit blunt to kind of felt. But, yeah, I never really pegged it for her since she'd always seemed more reserved and, like, more in her own little world.
Yeah. I feel like it doesn't, like, seem that way because I'm just kind of, like, all up here, and the way that I do it isn't very proactive. But still, we're not 100% sure what type I am, but...
No, she still isn't.
I'm never sure.
Never.
Okay, so you definitely relate to sort of, like, the sort of, like, impulsive, or, like, I mean, not impulsive, like...
Following my gut more.
Yeah.
I just do what I want. Spontaneous. I don't really like following routines. I find them very annoying and routine-ish and stupid over time. I rather just do something because I feel like it, not because I should. But I do rather be practical than, like, go completely whimsical at times. So I feel like I do relate to my type a lot more. Let me just double check what it is. Yes, I definitely make impressions. I do. Yeah. I've talked to people and they remember me from over a year ago and I don't remember their names, so I always feel awkward. So I just like to say it's not my fault.
I feel like people always really notice that you were very much your own person when they meet you. I feel like a lot of people say, like, oh, you seem like you have a great personality, because I think that's something that really stands out about you, where I can be more shy and reserved. I feel, or at least, like, act that way when I meet people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Now let's see what's the next question. What got you interested in the MBTI? Okay, let me go with my answer because it's a lot shorter. She forced it upon me.
It's true. I did. I got anybody who would listen interested into MBTI around me.
And I was one of those people, sadly.
Yay.
For better and for worse.
I really appreciate it, but I understand. I get it by now. I bring it up in any conversation with people that it's okay with. The point that I got really interested in MBTI was, like, this is kind of almost a little sad, but, like, I had a job the summer 2 summers ago. Like, right now it's, like, May, so, like, not last summer, but the summer before that. I realized that I, like, really didn't fit in with a lot of the people that I was working at in my job. I was working at a summer camp, and I would try to connect with people where I was working, but I felt like there was there wasn't a lot of similarities. Like, I think I was just a little bit more spacey than a lot of my other counselors, and was just kind of doing my own thing. And I mean, I got along with the kids great at my camp, but, like, I realized, like, you know, it was harder for me to get along with the camp counselors my age. I mean, I could do it, but it wasn't, like, natural. So, I mean, I think after that I just realized, like, hey, I'm kind of, like, and I mean, like, I've known that I'm, like, different from people for, like, a long time. Like, in middle school and high school, it's, like, people noticed that and said, like, that about me. But I think I really felt different after I didn't connect to any of my fellow camp counselors. So So that was like when I was like, who am I? Like what's up with me? Why didn't I get along with everyone? And I really can't remember like how I got from one point to the next, but I think someone maybe like told me about personality testing. I'm not sure, but I just right after that period, after I was a little kind of like in a like a little almost depressed after I had gotten along with anybody at my camp, that I discovered personality typing, the MBTI test, and I sort of discovered, you know, who I am, and or discovered that I was different.
Oh wait, no, I showed it to you because I had to take it back in high school, and I just showed it to you, and like very very basic, just because my interest was very low, and she obsessed with it ever since.
Oh.
Yeah, it's to help figure out what job would be good for me in the future.
Okay.
It was a weird thing with the counselors.
Yeah. Oh, like what happened and everything.
Yeah, like the reason why they gave us the test. But okay, next question.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry.
How has it impacted your life? Not that much, just justifies why I have my alone time, because people confuse me for an ENFP a lot, but I have a lot more introverted moments than I believe ENFPs have. And I don't know. I just get confused with them a lot.
I can definitely see it too.
Otherwise, it hasn't impacted that much. I just do what I want.
So it's like not really something you think about on your own kind of thing?
No.
Okay. That's what makes us a little bit different, is that like it really impacts me a lot. I am constantly thinking about it. It is always on my mind. I can't go 5 minutes when I am on my own without thinking about it. Like I'll be in like a room and say like I'm like studying in the library and there are people around me. I'll like look at the people around me in the library and be like, like I wonder what type they are. Like I'll look at their movements, say if they seem like kind of like really, if they seem really in touch with their body, like SE dominants are, then I'll think, oh, okay, like they look sporty and in touch with their body, like maybe they're ESTPs or like ISFP. She's gone. Are you coming back?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's like something I always think about. I talk to people about it all the time. It's almost, I think that a lot of MBTI people that are very interested in the MBTI can relate to this, is that it can be destructive in that like I can't stop thinking about it when I'm interacting with people, which is, I feel like both good and bad, because like, I'll know people and I'll find out their type, like, and I'll be like, oh, okay, that's interesting, like they're this type. And it helps me with my relationships with other people, because like I understand how they like to interact with people. Say like if I find out someone's like an introvert, I know I have to be less energetic and kind of enthusiastic around them, and sort of more like tone myself down. Whereas the opposite goes for extroverts. I can get crazy, and yeah, so it's good and bad, but sometimes I can't stop thinking about it, and I can't just stop interacting with people naturally, instead of thinking, how can I adapt myself or really do everything that I can to get along with a person based on their type, instead of just being more natural with it. So that's what I think. You wanna do number 6 now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't really have anything right now. I'd have to go grab something.
Well, I just went to grab mine, as well as chocolate. But this is my weird Gibby doll. I got it at a art fair at my school. It's called an anxiety doll, and I like it a lot. And it says I can show whatever I like, so I decided to show this.
It's really cute. What's her name again?
Its name is Pridery. It's a name of a Celtic king, and it's a good name.
I like it. Pridery?
Yes. It's very beautiful. So beautiful. Fabulous.
It's really like good to cuddle. You really can't it's like not too much. Like it's like comfortable.
His arms have sand at the bottom, so does the bottom of him, so he can stand up pretty well.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool too, because you could prop his arms up, and that would make him like able to stand up. If you like put it over nails or something.
He doesn't have legs.
Just like Olaf doesn't have phones.
What?
If any of you
Go get your item.
Okay.
Go get it.
Okay, get it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh wait, I think I found it.
I think I know what it is.
Did you guess?
That's her Kindle because she loves to read obsessively. I don't. Sophie, what book are you reading right now?
Right now, I am reading Divergent. I just saw the movie last month. Okay.
See?
Ooh,
there it
so
is.
cool.
It's Divergent. It's so interesting.
Are you being sarcastic?
I'm also very sarcastic. I'm trying to cut it down.
It doesn't
Not
bother,
working.
It doesn't bother me because I love sarcasm, but
We're a sarcastic family, but a lot of people get on the nerves. Yeah. Okay, let's see what the next question is.
okay.
Okay. What are the greatest misconceptions about your type? I don't know as much with my type. I feel like mine has been pegged for the emo. I've been told at one time I was told my type is the most likely to commit suicide, which is very creepy and very unappreciated. So I feel like that's probably the greatest misconception that I know of. But yeah. So what's yours?
Mine, I think the greatest misconception with my type is that we're very social, and I don't really 100% feel that way. Like when I'm at school, like I'll talk to everybody, I could spend, hours in the library talking to people, but I'm pretty shy, and although it doesn't come off that way always to everyone, like I'm pretty shy about meeting new people, and I feel like I'm not 100% sure, but like I feel like that's a misconception that we're very comfortable with people. And to be honest, like I'm not. Sometimes I'm worried about being weird or saying the wrong thing when I meet people. I mean, I go between, being very comfortable with myself and just acting like myself around people, but not always.
I am not shy, just to put that out there, and I'm the introvert. So, yeah, we're kind of one of those proofs that shy extrovert, not shy introvert, outgoing introvert. So, yeah. So, what are your limitations you experience about your own type?
What are the limitations?
What are your limitations?
Spirits is your own. What do you think that means?
I don't really know. Do you think there's limitations to your type that you feel? Like you're not a specific type. Like, you know how certain types are like considered smartest?
Oh, like are you sort of saying like if my type like maybe wasn't considered very smart, do I feel the pressure of that limitation?
Mm-hmm. I'm smart. What can I say?
She's very smart. You're a brainiac. You want to wear the glasses instead?
Sure.
Okay. I can't. I'm only not wearing contacts right now because they're all dried up. Gross. Oh, you look so cute. Oh, they're not crooked on you. Oh my god. I thought that I was wearing my glasses and they were crooked, and I thought that it was the glasses, but maybe it's just my nose. How weird is that?
Is it crooked?
No, they don't look that. Do they look crooked to you? Because they look pretty, like, straight to me.
I need to look in a mirror. Okay, so what are your limitations? Do you feel them?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I don't. Okay, go on.
I feel like some of my, like, limitations, like, include... Oh, God, this one's hard. I really think that... I mean, like, the shyness... Like, I think that sometimes people tell me, like, I don't have a reason to be shy, like, I'm, like a good person, like, to get to know. And, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I totally am. I'm just, like, so great. But, like, I don't feel like people are going to, like, naturally like me because I'm so, like, self-conscious. sometimes and can be sort of uncomfortable with myself. So that's hard. Because I really do like to connect to people, but yeah, that's just something I'm worried about. And I think it's definitely been that way my whole life. Like, I feel like I've always thought that maybe people are gonna find me, like, too weird,
Too boring?
to get...
I'm trying to fill in your words.
Okay. I guess...
She's not boring. Just say.
Sometimes I feel like some of the things I like to talk about can be a little bit boring.
Repetitive, maybe. Like, talking about the MBTI type.
We do talk about that a lot.
She does.
It's very fun for one of us.
Yes, one-sided. Great observation.
Okay. So yeah, I think just that, like, being shy and not feeling like people and feeling like trying to not worry about being like weird and like trying to find a balance between being weird yet still like normal enough to be likable. It's hard to describe, but I guess I feel weird. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
My personal limitations?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't really believe in limitations. I've been a very limitless person. If I want to, I can do it. I know I'm not the brightest person in the bunch, but I have so many of my own outstanding qualities that I do not care. So, yeah, limits doesn't really mean anything to me nor my type, I guess, but I think it might be a bit more of a personal thing. So, don't know. Don't think so.
Okay. So, don't feel any based on who you are, kind of thing, right? Okay. What's the last one?
What is your ultimate dream endeavor?
I think so. Is that like the one big thing that you want to have like accomplished, like a project or like a business? It's like what is the biggest thing that you want to do in your life as a dream? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. I want to like create something that can create other beautiful things. It's something that's good. Something very good and helpful.
Okay.
And pretty.
Okay.
It's good. Make good things and look good.
Okay.
And help the earth. I like the earth.
Oh, that's so sweet.
As you see, I put a lot of deep thought into this.
Seems like you thought about it. Mm-hmm. No, okay, so that makes sense. So it's kind of like, is that like, do you want to do it through like art and like, maybe like symbolic art to show?
No, I'm saying more of like, I'm a computer science major, and so I want to be able to eventually do like something programming or do something machine that could help the world because, global warming. And like, it just help create things so like it helps improve. Not just the benefit of man, just the benefit of the world with the animals. Like the one you keep on seeing in our room. That's Nala.
Okay. So that kind of goes back to, growing up I know that you really wanted to be a veterinarian. So I think you have shown signs throughout your whole life of wanting to help, like, things around you.
I like helping. I like making people smile. That's how I like to say.
That's sweet. Yeah, Tyler used to say that too. He's an INFP.
We don't talk about him.
We're not as close as we used to be. Although we want to be.
Some of us aren't as close as we used to be.
And yet again, that's just one of us.
Okay, and then one wish. One wish. What's your one wish?
Oh, I forgot to answer.
No, yeah. Okay, answer it.
Okay. So I think that like, God, this is hard. Mm-hmm. Do I talk about something that I like want to do as like a big dream thing? Because it like changes all the time.
Be a librarian.
That's true. I used to really
dream job and to be a fire engine, not someone that works there, the actual machinery. Can you count?
Yeah. When I was in preschool, we had this like. When I was in preschool, we had like this. We had this test that we had like
it's like a paper fill out thing.
it was like a questionnaire, like paper fill out thing, where you would like write down what you wanted to be when you grow up, like everything you wanted.
Favorite color.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like at least one of them she put down she wanted to be a Barbie, but for like the rest of them she wanted to be a fire engine.
Yeah.
Engine.
Not a fireman.
Or a woman. I think a fire truck might have been one of them.
I had high dreams.
She had high
dreams.
I'll help you complete that one day.
Because being a human is just so lame, and I feel like being a fire truck, it's like you're helping people.
I know, right?
Like, it does more than like a fireman.
Back to the point.
Okay. They're gonna think we're so crazy. In a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Let's get. What's the question?
Okay.
What's your actual dream endeavor?
I think friendship bracelets for all my friends. I'm not good enough about keeping on top of it, but I want to make friendship bracelets for a lot. It's like a small thing that I can say right now.
Okay.
To rescue all the stray kittens. Oh my god. Like those that one girl who made that one video about like loving cats and how she wanted to rescue all the kittens. You remember? Respect to her, because I actually kind of want to do that. I'm not like one of those people that are like, that's a silly video. Like, that's us. I feel like I
okay. What's your one wish?
Okay. So my one wish.
One wish.
Do you have one?
Personally, I'd always want to, like, be able to control over all the elements type thing. I've never been much of an elemental type person. I believe my natural element is, wind, since I'm so spontaneous. And my friends and I, we've talked about it. My sub-element would be, lightning, since I've kind of been a mixture of fire and air, so what's the in-between? Lightning. There we go. So, yeah, I'm wind, sub-lightning. That would be me.
Okay.
But elemental powers, yes, that's what I would love. Or talk to animals.
An animal? Like
Dr.
Dolittle?
Yes.
So elemental, like, so you want, like you'd want to have powers, especially sort of like Avatar powers with the if you kind of, do you feel like if you had to choose, you'd focus on, like, wind and, okay. Okay, cool. Actually, I think we were pretty similar in that way, is that I always really wanted to have magical powers when I was younger. Like, I think it was because, this is really gonna be really personal, but, like, when I was, like, bullied when I was younger, like, it was hard, you know. I mean, you don't know, as a kid, you don't know how to fight back, or you don't even want to fight back, you just want to fit in. So, sometimes, like, I would have dreams of, like, being able to fly, like, I'd run out into the basketball court or something, and I'd imagine myself, like, being able to fly and, like, shoot a slam dunk. So, and, like, I think that was because I wanted to be cool in the eyes of my classmates. You know what I mean?
I hear ya. Though I never really felt the same care. I, too, was bullied, but I'd rather just keep on doing my own thing. It wasn't really worth the time, I felt like.
No. And looking back, like, I know that I wouldn't have acted the same way.
I thought you were going to say, like, time control, since you always seem to be obsessed with, like, controlling over time.
That would be pretty cool, too.
Yeah. You say flying, though?
I think flying, yeah. But time control would be really cool. I talked about that with one of my friends, an ENTJ, and we had a really long discussion about, like, the loopholes when it came to time. And, like, I didn't want to think about the loopholes. I was kind of like, what loopholes? Like, let's just pretend there aren't any. But he was all like...
Pasha?
Oliver. I think Pasha might be an INTJ.
That's irrelevant.
Okay, sorry. But we talked about that for a while, and there are definitely, like, problems when it comes to time travel. But if there weren't any, there wasn't the butterfly effect, like, I would do it.
Well, that was a great video challenge we just did. So, hope the people that watches this enjoy. And don't get too bored.
No.
So, Bye. You say bye.
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 Bye. Sophia.